It's hard to forget those images. Fire burned through enormous sections of our state this summer and fall. And tonight, we still cannot say the East Troublesome fire, that's one in Grand County, is fully contained. Containment is just 72%.
300 homes were destroyed in this fire, but people are determined. And tonight, a community is already rebuilding. Here is Denver 7's Russell Haythorne.
This is paradise.
There is no question why they live here. And yet, sometimes paradise is prone to some of Mother Nature's most catastrophic events, leaving unimaginable destruction in its wake.
It's just melted, bent glass. Everything we had and owned was here.
While so many of John Joyce's friends and neighbors fled for their lives as the East Troublesome fire erupted 1 month ago, John and his wife were somewhat lucky on a flight to visit his brother in Reno. Somewhat lucky.
We flew over the fire, and my wife looked down, and she could see it from the airplane, and she looked over at me, and her face dropped. And my face dropped because we knew it was probably going to be gone.
Their home, like hundreds of others,
We lost everything. One of my grandchild's bikes.
reduced to rubble.
I had a baseball card collection that I collected as a kid. It was inside the house in a big safe, in a little safe, and it burned. It was ash.
Grand Lake Fire Marshal Dan Meyer and at least 4 of his crews worked to defend the Columbine Lake neighborhood that night.
Made me feel like when you see a hurricane forecast and the hurricane's coming at you, you just can't do anything about it.
When residents evacuated, Dan and his team stayed behind.
You're not used to grabbing whatever you can and throwing it back on an engine as quick as you can. We had hose draped all over every truck we had.
They kept moving home to home all night long against a raging inferno.
It had its own weather system inside of it. At one point, my truck said it was 82 degrees out here in the middle of the night.
And what his crews accomplished is nothing short of remarkable.
I had no concept of what time it was, really. We were just working really hard. Once our momentum started building, it was like, we can save part of this neighborhood.
Of the 456 homes in Columbine Lake just west of Grand Lake, only 27 were lost.
We lost 6%.
HOA President Mark Waltkamp says the firefighters were heroic.
It was throwing little fire bombs or fire missiles around. Just across the way where there's no burned homes, right in the middle of that, there's a section with 3 burned homes.
Many of these firefighters, there's at least 7 that I know of that lost their homes, and they knew it, and they stayed up here. They had such a great sense of duty and care for this community.
A community that is already well on its way to rebuilding.
We're flooded with offers to help. Anywhere from, you can stay in my cabin if you need to, I'll provide meals, I have a truck, I have a chainsaw.
Guy pulls up and he goes, I've been checking on a roof at somebody's house. He's a roofing contractor. You need help? He said, I got an hour. He stayed for 3. This is what this community's about, and this is what America's about. There's so much goodness.
Goodness helping to restore paradise.
This is paradise up here, and we're so blessed.
With photojournalist Jacob Curtis in Grand Lake, Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.